Hello and welcome to the September 28th episode of This Week in Esports. I get to do the introduction, but I don't have what episode number it is. It's 17, right?
Sure.
Sure,
18.
17, whatever. 18. Oh, thanks. That'd be great to have up there. But no big deal. We are coming to you live from the Microsoft campus in where?
Redmond, Washington.
I had to make sure you did that part because I love hearing it. We're showcasing Mixer Magic, which is all about FTL and interactivity. I almost said interconnectivity.
Well,
Sort
you
of
know,
the
I
same
feel
thing,
interconnected
right?
to you, and I'll
That's
tell you
great,
why.
that's great.
Because that faster than light sub-second latency is helping us determine what it is you want to hear, see, and know about.
That's exactly right. The viewers, which is you out there, you guys get to decide on what we're talking about, right?
Exactly. You get to be actively participating on what's happening on screen. How?
You tell me.
I'll tell you. So obviously there's a lot of esports to cover, so much so that a half-hour show really isn't enough. We'll get to that in a minute. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and make sure that you guys know that there is a place for you to vote on what you want to hear about. You want to hear the latest CSGO news? Vote for it. You want to hear the latest Overwatch news? Vote for it. League of Legends. Dota
You're leading
2.
the witness again. We talked about this last week. You know exactly what you're doing. Look. We've only got 30 minutes each and every week, so make sure you get your vote in. You'll see those options below the window that you're looking at us in right now if you want to hear your favorite esports discussed. Now, before we get into the games that we have for you this week, we normally start the show with a special segment, not of Kate dancing, but this time around we're doing Clip of the Week.
They wouldn't take any of my suggestions. And in fact, today is actually breaking news. Breaking news where we bubble up those esports news stories that recently came out that we think are just too juicy to leave up to a vote. For today, we're talking about the Green Wall.
Never
That's
have done that
right.
before. Never.
So the Green Wall, also known as Optic Gaming, have dipped their toes into the Dota 2 scene. They are now fielding a Dota 2 team. We'll get to how many teams they've got out in the fields in general. So that includes members PPD Zai, who at 20 years old is a 3-year veteran in the Dota 2 scene. Former Digital Chaos alum Misery, 19-year-old CC&C, and Paj Cat. Now, Optic also made news recently, claiming their first Overwatch League spot for Houston. You gotta love Houston.
I hear Optic and Overwatch, and I'm like, man, they're everywhere.
Now,
everywhere.
actually, speaking of that, to review, Optic now fields teams in the following categories: CSGO, Halo, Call of Duty, Gears of War, and now Dota 2. And quite frankly, they are incredible. Hector should be very proud, is all I'm going to say. Moving on to another breaking news story, which is Wesa, that fabulous little organization that helps teams and players do their best stuff. It's helping out what is left of the Brazilian CSGO team after last week's roster debacle that saw KNG and the Telly twins, Henny 1 and Lucas 1, leave their org. So they're updating the rules for this ESL Pro League, currently in its 6th season, to allow a third transfer. Usually you only get 2 transfers in a season, but they're allowing a third transfer in times of emergency just like this. So this effectively allows the remaining Immortals team members, Bolts and Steel, who are stand-up guys, by the way, and also good at what they do, to maintain their team's standing. Now, they took this new team with additions Shiz, Destiny, and Horvey to the Season 6 EU qualifiers. Horvey having some passport and whatever else problems, so hopefully everything will be right there soon. They're currently set to take on Rogue in a mere moments over on some other streaming services.
Good stuff. Great stuff. That was a lot of fun names there. It's almost like you were looking at it right before we started.
What?
No, not at all. Not at all. All right, we've upgraded our interactivity. That's twice now that I wanted to say interconnectivity. I don't know what's going on with me. But we've upgraded our options here on the show, and we're going to turn on live voting from time to time. Right now, you'll see 4 choices to choose from right down here. Those will select, or one of those will select, the next segment. These choices are below the video window in the interactive section. Just click on the one you want. I'm getting ready to do the same thing.
You absolutely are. Now, it says we're going to start talking about whatever it is you choose here in less than 30 seconds. And only 30 seconds is what you have to vote. So you only get to choose once. Vote early, vote often.
Just know when you see the screen, the timer's running, and you guys make things happen.
You do make things happen. It's absolutely the case. And it feels like, and maybe I'm just going to say this right now, feels like we got a lot of stuff to get over, and oh, my Dota 2 made it on the scene.
Who voted for that?
I have no idea.
Yes, interesting. Anyway, we're going to jump into some Injustice 2 now that the timer has run out. Ed didn't do his little beeping horn to let me know. I'm so sad. Is he on his phone?
Really sad.
Ridiculous.
But you know what isn't sad? This story.
All right, it's been said that if you want to stop an asteroid, you call Superman. And if you want to solve a mystery, you call Batman. Actually, Batman could stop the asteroid too, but we won't get into that. And if you want to stop a war, you call Wonder Woman. But if you want to crush the competition and win one of the largest prizes in fighting game history, you call Dominique Sonic Fox McLean. Sonic Fox was crowned the champion of the Injustice 2 Pro Series tournament, a feat which netted him $120,000 in prize money. His win should come with little shock to most, as Sonic Fox has been dominating the Pro Series tournament from the beginning and started the grand finals as the #1 seed.
Truth.
Now from there, Sonic Fox blew through the competition like he was amped up on the Speed Force, showcasing his deadly prowess with Red Hood and a captivating command of Captain Cold. Sonic Fox was able to win 3-0 in nearly every matchup. It's like clean sweep the entire tournament. It's insane. Darn near.
There's no question of his validity as a powerhouse.
Now he did that until he met, this is going to be a fun one, and it looks like semis. Yeah, semis in the Final Four where he won 3-1. There we go, I got through that name.
Not bad.
Feeling great today. Sonic Fox was able to get his revenge, however, as he met semis once again in the grand finals. Semis Catwoman was no match for Sonic Fox's Red Hood, and Sonic Fox swept the match 3-0 to claim the title of Injustice 2 Pro Series champion. We're still talking about Sonic Fox, and he will join the other top 8 players from the grand finals and heading to the E-League Injustice 2 World Championship in October for a chance at a $250,000. The jealousy is real on my face right now.
Fair.
For more information on Injustice 2 Esports, head on over to injustice2.com. Whack Esports.
/esports.
Whack
Absolutely
Esports. Thank
true.
you for letting me have that.
You are welcome anytime.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what we're going to talk about next.
I love to talk about it. It's like an announcement of an announcement.
It's true. And while we prepare to announce, I have something on my computer. Not anymore. Let's take a look at what you have as an option.
Did you get the thing off your computer?
I did. I finally did.
You're laughing back there.
Whatever. It works. Okay, let's talk Overwatch, CSGO, or Dota 2. I think there's a fourth option that... Oh, look at that. League update. How about them apples? Anyway, I will say that I'm very excited about Injustice 2 coming to E-League here in October. It's their first Injustice 2 season for E-League. E-League's, of course, been doing CSGO, Street Fighter 5, and now Injustice 2. So very excited. Plus, E-League did a 4-part mini-series all about the Dota 2 Road to the International. Is there anything E-League can't do? No, there isn't. Speaking of things we can do, let's talk about, as the summer comes to an end, the world of Overwatch is just heating up. For their inaugural season, Overwatch League has already announced its 9 city-based teams around the globe, along with details like roster signings and player salaries. Now they're ready to reveal the final 3 teams, Philadelphia, Dallas, and Houston. With all 12 teams established and ready to go, it's time to look towards preseason, which starts later this year on December 6th at Blizzard Arena in Los Angeles. Now, this event will feature a series of exhibition matches between these teams, allowing fans and competitors alike to get a feel for what the next year will hold. Of course, at least 1 year over in that LA facility. Now, the official season starts Wednesday, January 10th, 2018. It's slated to last until June, with the championship playoffs and finals taking place in July. My God, there's going to be a very busy summer for esports next year. Now, in the coming months, they plan to announce plenty more for their inaugural season, including schedule, format, and tickets access. So keep up to date. Follow them on the Twitters at Overwatch League or visit overwatchleague.com for more info.
No wax in there.
I was going to say none of the wax. And while we decide, while you guys decide what you want to hear about next, which see those voting here in just a hot mo, I will say that one of the things that will always be a problem for me is saying Overwatch League versus Overwatch World League. Both involve specific places and representation. Both are difficult to remember.
That's okay. I just can't remember the difference between interconnectivity and interactivity, and it's clearly spelled out for me. So I'd rather
the struggle
confuse
is
those
real.
two.
The struggle is real.
Live show. Clearly a live show.
Clearly, so there's no question.
Did you go vote yet?
I think voting should happen soon. I haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't seen it.
Halo,
yet here.
CS:GO, E-League, Dota 2, and League of Legends. Get those votes in. Let's
talk about it. Let's see. Exactly.
Oh, we got 30 seconds on the clock. I don't know.
Oh wow, Halo is doing some stuff.
I'm saving my vote for that last swing vote. I'm like Ohio.
You're like Ohio.
And the results are in. All right, 15 seconds left to do that.
It's true, guys.
I'm telling you, I'm coming in there with like about 2 seconds left.
I'm seeing some real positive Halo potential. So, HCS.
I see in chat here, people want some other options that don't seem to be on our chat window. Maybe you should try looking at the window there. I am Press Steve. Come on. You know the drill. Good try, though. All right, we're going to jump into some Halo now that buzzer has gone off, and I'll go ahead and take it from here. So a couple of weekends ago, there was a little tiny Halo 5 tournament that went down in Fulham, London, where 4 European players won a $10,000 first place prize and a trip to the United States later the next month. 343 Industries released a recap of the event, and our friend Mike Strongside Kavanaugh is here to tell us what happened.
Mr. Kavanaugh's got some stuff.
Oh, it's Kavanaugh. I always do that.
It's okay.
That's the second time. We did it the first show, which is why I was laughing that I see it's Strongside.
It's totally fine. And
First show.
I get it.
First show.
Yeah.
All right.
So at any rate, we can actually we'll go ahead and go to him here probably in another show. But for the moment, I want to talk about another bonus. For
What's
those
that?
of you Halo enthusiasts out there, you should know that yesterday Mixer premiered the debut of a new reality series called Beyond the Sticks that followed teams Envious and
You did. You wrote this.
I wrote it in a way that was Naventic as they travel to Los Angeles for a Halo boot camp. So in case you missed it, we'll be re-airing that episode right after the show on Mixer.com/Channel1.
Oh, whack Channel 1. That's awesome. We highly recommend you stick around to catch the episode and chat about it live with your fellow Spartans.
And let's go ahead and check out that Halo recap now. Mr. Kavanaugh, he's apparently going to give us some.
Hey, what's up everyone? Strongside here, and we have just concluded HCS London. It has been an entertaining weekend full of clutch plays and nail-biting matches here in the Gfinity Arena. Teams from all over Europe came out to compete for a chance to qualify for DreamHack Denver in North America. On top of that, players also battled through the free-for-all gauntlet, which would award the crown for EU's best individual player. In the 4v4, Vex were knocked down into the elimination bracket by Supremacy, but it was Team Infused who didn't drop a single game throughout day 1 or day 2 of competition. The French squad Supremacy battled across 3 days with their newest member Nurix, who helped lead them to an epic showdown against Team Infused. Vex battled their way to the elimination bracket finals, matching up against Supremacy once again.
We're going to put 1, 2, 3 plots on the board. Neil is banged in the coffin.
Although falling short 4-2 in the series, Vex punched a ticket to DreamHack Denver by placing third. Infused would then match up against Supremacy in the grand finals for a second time. They would win the series and take home a giant check and a ticket to go to DreamHack Denver. We are one step closer to DreamHack Denver. Be sure to follow us on Twitter leading up to the finals on October 20th.
Hey!
All right, shout out to Strongside. Thank you very much for that piece.
Exactly, absolutely true. I would say now is a good time to get your votes in. Let's keep talking esports. And in order to do that, you must tell us what to say, do,
Getting ready to vote.
and hear about. It's absolutely true. Gotta appreciate Strongside. That entire Halo Pro Series. They know what
It's
they're
insane.
doing.
I
It
love
is.
watching clips from that because they're always so hyped up.
They are so hyped.
So hyped.
What are you going to do? Let's talk about what we could potentially be talking about. That, of course, Overwatch and
CSGO, E-League,
Oh,
Dota
yeah.
2, and League of Legends. You did the me.
I did the you.
The Al Pacino face.
I
right
actually
there.
have my glasses
Or the Robert
on,
De Niro.
too.
Like the Robert De Niro laugh. That's what that is. I do that every time I have to look at this little dim screen that's down here.
Totally fine.
All right, just a couple of seconds left, and it
UFC.
looks like we've got more
What do you want?
Overwatch.
Overwatch. Let's talk about it. Can I jump in, or do you want me to?
This is you. You know this
do
is you.
it. You jump in a hot mo here. Much like a Widowmaker can't resist leaving the payload, we just can't resist bringing you the latest Overwatch news. Week 6 of Overwatch Contenders wrapped up this weekend, bringing a close to the regular season of that tournament. So in NA, we got teams Envious, FaZe Clan, FNRG, It's always going to plague me, and I also know what it is, and I'm not going to swear because I almost did that. Also Immortals. They won their respective matches in teams 1, 2, 3, Misfits Gamers, Origin, Team Giganti, and Cloud9 found victory in the European region. So coming out of week 5, it was pretty clear which teams would be moving on to the playoffs, and that the way the matchups shook down this week did little to change that. Now, with the final matches of season play done, the top 4 teams of each region have been selected. Top 4 teams from the North American region are French toast, I'm gonna have to do it again. Envious, FaZe Clan, FNRGB.
Okay.
And
FNRGF.
I think that's what it is. Or FNRG. It's actually GE. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. Ugh, goodness, I'm having a Thursday. I say that almost every Thursday, by the way.
You do.
I have a Thursday thing. Anyway, as well as Envision. So Envy has completely dominated the North American region, NA going undefeated throughout the tournament so far, so, you know, well done, boys. Now, in the European region, the top teams, we're talking Misfits, Team Giganti, 1, 2, 3, and Cloud9. Misfits also went undefeated in their region, managing to only drop 2 maps over the 6 weeks of tournament play. That is not bad. Well done, Misfits. Now from there, the top 4 teams in each region will compete in the Season 1 playoffs. That's coming up on October 7th and 8th at the Blizzard Arena in Los Angeles, that same arena where the Overwatch League will be taking place all year next year, with those top prize being $100K per region.
Be sure to tune in, and thank you, Kate, so much. Catch all of the action by heading over to twitch.tv. Whack! Overwatch Contenders. To check specific schedules and standings, or to get more info on the tournament, check out overwatchcontenders.com. Thank you for that. You tossed up the chance for me to say whack.
That's whack.
I think you were testing me. It was like, Mr. Austin,
Yes,
are you
I
listening?
definitely was.
Yeah, the answer is this. Yeah. I was over here thinking about all sorts of things. All sorts of things. How could you throw Widowmaker under the bus like that for leaving the payload just right off the bat?
I believe I made quite the... You know, it's funny, I had something I was going to say, and then my train of thought just went...
Great. No, that's awesome.
But speaking of trains...
It is your time to vote, and your options are on screen right now. They are right below the window here.
It's true.
Rocket League, CSGO, which has been up there for a while, Dota 2, and League of Legends.
Guys, let's give E-League some love. I'm saying this as a
I totally
concerted
voted for
citizen.
E-League right there.
You did not. Did you?
Nope. Nope.
Well, French toast.
Nope.
It's fine. Whatever. I don't even care.
10 seconds left. Get those votes in.
Rocket League's still good.
Master Corvette, I appreciate the vote in chat, but you can do that right
RLCS.
below the chat window there.
RLCS. Nobody wants to hear about Worlds. Come on, dudes.
Well, you know,
people.
Is what it is.
Sounds like Rocket League is where it's at. So let's start this series off with a bang. The Rocket League Championship Series, that is. It continues on into its 3rd week, and we can only have 2 more weeks to go. That's a 5-week total. That's fast math. Now, for those of you who don't know, the RLCS is the series in which the top 8 Rocket League teams in North America and Europe face off online against their region for their chance to enter the offline finals and win that $55,000 first place prize.
Last week, we saw Energy Esports dominate the competition, but this week we saw a slew of upsets. G2 Esports started out with a disappointing loss to Underdogs FlyQuest, but they didn't let that get under their skin. Yes, they did, but they probably just bounced back from it.
It's fine.
They came back stronger than before. See, it's like I predicted the future. Defeating Cloud9 in a 5-2 Game 4 to finish the set 3-1. You never know what you're going to get out of G2, but they really showed their potential this time around.
It's true. Now, we also saw our previous week's winners, NRG Esports, lose to Team Ghost again in a 3-1 set. Now, everyone knew Ghost was a good team, but they look ready to start making top 3 in the coming weeks.
Remember, the final top 6 in the series are guaranteed to move on to the next series, but here are the teams in the top 6 for this week. Cloud9 is in 1st place, Energy in 2nd, G2 Esports in 3rd, Ghost in 4th, Rogue in 5th, and FlyQuest coming in at 6th.
It's true. Now, next week, we've got G2 v NRG, and NRG v Cloud9, that is. Also, be sure to check out rlcs.gg to follow up with the exciting results from the NA and EU regions. Battle of the Titans!
Was that your in the club talk?
Duck Club.
Duck Club.
That's how you say it, Rukari.
That's what I've heard. So be it.
You know what? I can only give you so many cultural norms, okay?
All right, that's cool.
I'm just here to help you be cool.
Thank you. I know, it's tough for me.
Oh, God, you think it's tough for you.
All right, your voting
JK.
options are on screen. Kate continues to roast me. That's okay.
It's
we'll let it happen.
what we do. Isn't that part of what we...
That's exactly what we do.
I was asked to do. Oh, E-League. Oh, wow. Everybody, come on, E-League.
You want me to go vote? Smite, E-League, Dota 2, League of Legends.
Wow,
Get
we
those
haven't
votes
heard
in.
from Smite in a while.
Oh, yeah, wow. Maybe I'll vote for Smite.
No,
Let's
come
do that.
on, don't vote for Smite.
I think I'll just hit this button right here.
Yeah,
You guys
hit
go ahead and do
this
whatever
button
you
right
want.
here.
This is your vote. There are
It's
many
true.
like it,
It's
but
your
this one is
vote,
yours.
although some of us want what we want. So anyway.
Don't let us sway you a particular way, but I
You
hear
could
there's
let
a
me
lot of
sway you,
great
so
Smite
that's
stuff to
fine.
talk about. That's just what I hear.
That's what you've heard.
4 seconds left, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left.
Hey! I'd like
ahead.
to talk to you all about E-League, one of the esports premier tournament organizations. So they're midway through their Counter-Strike Global Offensive Tournament, also known as CSGO. The tournament has drawn all of the top CSGO teams to Hotlanta, Georgia, where they're competing in a single elimination tournament for a $1 million prize pool. We're talking teams VP, Virtus Pro, NVS, Cloud9, and Ninjas in Pajamas faced off in 5 matches to determine the next set of teams heading to those playoffs. Cloud9 stole the show, the NA team, with a devastating defeat of NIP, 16-6 on Mirage, and later a 16-2 win against NVS in the winners match. So Cloud9 has a relatively new roster with players Tariq and Rush, and it looks like they're settled in as a formidable team. Cloud9 fans are crazy, so keep it up, keep going. No, you're not a Cloud9. Well, I don't know, maybe you are. Anyway, I'm just saying Cloud9 fans have some fervency that are very impressive, but let's pump the brakes just in case.
Okay.
Just saying. On the other side of the bracket, Ninjas in Pajamas handedly beat Virtus Pro. I also call them the elder statesmen of CSGO. Carried some momentum into a first match with Team Envious, but lost the next 2 maps, sending Envious to the playoffs. Tune in tomorrow for Group D to see former major winner Team Astralis, the boys from Brazil, SK Gaming, Team Liquid, and of course the Nordic team Heroic, competing to join those premier playoffs.
I hear Ninjas in Pajamas.
NIP.
And then all I think of, we're not doing Young Jeezy, but all I think of is bananas in pajamas, and my day is ruined. Yeah, you remember they're coming down the stairs, coming down in Paris?
These guys are slightly more menacing.
Do they wear pajamas, though? That's what I want to know.
Well, first of all, it's
Actually,
all how you define pajamas.
What do ninjas in pajamas look like?
I feel like,
don't really see ninjas.
if I'm being honest with you, the ninjas that I have seen from yesteryear are usually wearing sort of the black, very easily movable, maneuverable, very comfortable, breathable fabrics. So perhaps they are wearing pajamas.
How does it get better?
What?
How does it get better if you're
I
in
don't
something
know.
black and
I couldn't
breathable?
tell you.
Whatever.
At
All right.
this point.
All right, your voting
Sounds
options
great.
are on screen, and you know what's funny is I was hoping during our vamp right there, the
Yeah, sure.
timer would already
That's
be
what I
running.
was hoping too, but you know what? We could vamp all
We can do it
day
again.
about
We can do it again.
pajamas
That's what you guys
or
came here for,
ninjas.
right?
That's
not
exactly
to tell
what
us
it
what
is.
we're going to talk about
No.
with you, but to hear us prattle
Certainly
on.
not to hear us prattle on,
No,
but certainly
no.
also not to hear about your favorite esports.
Is that so? All right, well, Smite is back up there again. League of Legends is there, Dota 2, and there's two LOL options, huh?
Yeah, 2 mobs.
What do you think it's going to be?
Well, I feel
No, you can't look.
I
already well,
did.
I think it's going to be this. No, now I'm going to go cast a vote.
Well, what if I had said Dota 2 or League of Legends? They're both.
You weren't going to. You admitted that
You
you
don't
looked.
know.
All right, that's it. Voting's up. Yeah. You don't know my life. You don't know what I've done to get here. Smite World Championship is still underway as we end week 3 of the SPL Fall Split. For those that don't know, the SPL Fall Split are a series of games spread through September and ending in early October, which help determine the top-rated teams and their place in the Smite World Championships. Now, the top 4 players of each region get to advance to the Super Regionals held in November, while the bottom 4 in each region head to the SPL Gauntlet, dun, 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 along with the top team from the Challenger Circuit, where they will battle for the final spot in the Super Regionals. I love that name, Super Regionals. The Super Regionals being a massive step for teams, as the top teams will advance to the Smite World Championships. Currently, as we end week 3, we see E United undefeated so far, leading the North American region with Luminosity right behind them. And in the EU, we see Team Dignitas leading the region and Obey Alliance right behind them.
Absolutely true. Yeah, now EU United is having a strong lead is surprising to many, as veteran Alexander Kaus Greenstein retired from Smite scene less than a month ago and was quickly replaced by Venue. Apparently, he found no problem matching his new team's rhythm, as they have stayed undefeated this fall split so far.
All right.
There's that.
Good stuff. We got
How about
through
them
that.
apples? Well, we
We're
did
ready
get
for
through
another
it.
one, yeah.
Let's get
We
ready
got
for
through it
another
because
one.
of y'all.
Another
Just going to
one
let
in
you
the,
know that. So while we sit here and do our thing, remember that you control this show.
It's true.
4 options that are right down here. Ooh, is that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Ah!
Oh.
League of Legends, Dota 2, and another League of Legends spot. So get your votes in. Or are we doing votes? Because I can't hear them.
Boy, it's hard to tell.
It is, right?
But, you know, the good news is that
I can just look at this screen because
you
it's
could
so
look at the
interactive
screen.
and know. Be like,
it
I'm not
hasn't
ready for this.
happened yet, but at some point it will.
Okay, well, that's fine.
So in that case,
Are you ready for Friday? No, because you don't do Fridays. That's right. I wish I lived your life. All right, those voting options are on screen.
Doesn't mean I don't show up
MVCI, League of
places.
Legends, Dota 2, and another League of Legends spot. No, that's
When
true.
you say Friday, do you mean Cuphead?
Oh, my goodness. 6 a.m. I'm up.
You should be.
Yeah, well, I'll be up anyway. But I'm like, oh, no, let's go home
So
from
say a
the gym early.
little plug from Cuphead. Little all original jazz compositions,
Mm-hmm.
1930s inspired cartoony goodness, and more importantly, every single frame you see is hand freaking drawn.
Ridiculous.
You know what else is ridiculous? Let's talk about League of Legends. The first phase of the League of Legends 2017 World Championship, known around the world as Worlds, kicked off last weekend with a play-in stage at the Wuhan Sports Center Gymnasium in Wuhan, China. Hopefully I got that right. Brand new to the tournament, the play-in stage features 12 teams competing for a shot at 4 spots in the group stage in October. So the first phase of this play-in saw the team split into groups of 3 for some double round robin league action.
Group A saw team, is that WE or is that WE?
WE.
Oh, WE. Thank you for that.
You're
Lion Gaming and Gambit Esports duking it out. Team WE crushed the competition with a 4-0 win streak and, along with Lion Gaming, moved on to the play-in knockout phase. Cloud9, Team 1, I'm assuming that's 1. Yep, Team 1 Esports and Dire Wolves grappled in the Group B, but no one was a match for Cloud9, who also went 4-0. Team 1 Esports joined Cloud9 and moving on to the next phase.
Now, meanwhile, in Group C, Teams Fnatic, Young Generation, and Chaos Latin Gamers butted heads for a shot at knockouts, but only Fnatic and Young Generation came out on top. Finally, Group D had 1907 Fenner. Oh, my French toast. Why did I give? Okay, guys, I'm just gonna level with you. I don't know how to say this.
You think it's
Fenerbahce. It's the squiggly at the bottom of the C that got me. Esports, Hong Kong Attitude, which I do know, and Rampage going head-to-head. Rampage unfortunately went 0-4, leaving Fenerbahce and Hong Kong Attitude to move on to the knockout phase. From there, teams Cloud9, Lion Gaming, Fnatic, Hong Kong Attitude, 1907 Fenerbahce, Esports, Team 1 Esports, Team WE, and Young Generation. Boy, that's a lot of teams. Will battle it out in a series of best-of-5 bouts.
There's a lot of teams.
So many teams.
So glad you had to read that
I'm so
part.
sorry, guys.
Well, day 1 of Knockout started yesterday. You can still check out day 2 tonight, Thursday, September 28th at 8 p.m. Pacific, to see which teams will be moving on to the 2017 World's Group Phase in October.
This is a big deal. We've got some really good stuff happening.
There's so much going on.
It's true. To check out the Champion on Champion action as it happens, be sure to head over to twitch.tv/Riot Games to find current standings and schedules. Head over to lolesports.com.
That slash hurt me.
Oh, hey, look at that. The show is over. Guys, obviously it's a big deal to get your votes in because why? Because we only have half an hour.
30 minutes a week.
It's arbitrary,
and then Kate's
but
not
it's
even
true.
here Friday, so we can't do another show.
I mean, I'm here, like, not
Physically.
mentally.
Yeah.
Physically, yes. But it's definitely I'm just asleep at the wheel. Luckily, I don't drive. I mean, I have a license. I'm just saying.
All right, well, let's jump into upcoming tournaments. Tonight, Worlds 2017 closes out its play in knockout stage, and we try to guess what surprises are in store when these high-level teams clash with so much at stake. Check out lolesports.com for the broadcast and tons of other league content.
Okay, now this one we've got listed as various, so this will be interesting to say. The FGC.
Yeah, it's FGC. Northwest Majors.
The Northwest Majors 9.5 will be making its way back to Seattle to showcase Street Fighter V, Marvel v. Capcom Infinite, and other fighting games at Highline Community College this Saturday and Sunday. Head over to northwestmajors.com and sign up for the event if you're located locally, or tune in to the broadcast. I've actually been to this event.
Same.
It's
just
awesome.
Right down there, exit 149. Love it. Love it.
If you need directions, Rukari's here for you.
Yeah, I got you. Got you,
Hey,
fam.
speaking of Rukari being here for you, there's another stream that we'd like to know more about, Rukari. This is a good one.
Changing from competitive to charity, this Sunday will be the 3rd annual Game for Paul live stream, which benefits the Disaster Relief Foundation Reach Out Worldwide.
Who's hosting
Founded by Paul Walker. There'll be a live stream on GameForPaul.com, along with ways to donate while you watch celebrity guests play games and get into other fun antics.
Boy, I hope they got a good host, because otherwise...
Holla at your boy!
His name is Rukari.
I'll be down there this Sunday.
Him
Can't
and
wait.
Tyrese are going to be like this at the end of the day. It's going to be fantastic. I don't know if it's
spoiling all the
Tyrese.
guests that are gonna be
I
there?
shouldn't have
Oh,
said it.
no.
Maybe
I
they're
don't
there.
know.
Actually,
Maybe
I actually don't even know.
I don't know who's going to be there. All I know is they said, hey, Ricard, do you want to come do this thing? And I was like, what? And they go, yeah, in LA this weekend.
I'm just saying.
Let me check my Palm Pilot. Oh, looks like I'm all free.
Your Palm Pilot. Get my stylist out. You're going to want to watch this. Well, speaking of things you're going to watch, we'll be right here each and every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern for those of us on the East Coast on our new channel, mixer.com/This Week in Esports. Be sure to watch this.
Why y'all laughing?
And past episodes, right? Our control room's laughing right now. Right before on our channel page, and follow us on Twitter at WatchMixer for updates on the show and to know what's happening in the wide world of esports.
All these extra H's. Also, tune into #Esports Weekend. We only show esports content on Mixer Channel 1 during the weekends, so I hope you come back and tune in to check out the competition.
It's true. Now stay tuned right here after our outro. We're going to go to re-air that first episode of Beyond the Sticks on mixer.com/Channel 1. We hope you enjoyed it. If you missed the show yesterday, we'll see you next week.
Peace.